I'm like,
Chris
why are
and
you guys?
Dan show. We are back making fun of Chris's hat, but it's actually I think it's very nice, man. The Cardinal. I'm a little partial to that bird gang.
Caw,
We got Joey
caw.
Finro,
How
resident
we doing?
realtor,
Let's go.
chief of real estate. As a professional real estate investor,
Only pro
guys,
real estate, right?
only
Yeah.
pro real estate. I just spent. All right, let's start it with this. My Airbnb next door is almost ready to go. Like, I would say it's 95%. It just a
Dude,
few
good for
fans
you.
need to be moved around, ceiling fans, some artwork put up. We got a guy coming on Sunday, and then it'll be good. We bought all the last finishing touches: coffee machine, spice rack, all this bullshit you need, to have a functioning Airbnb, like a good Airbnb. We stay at a lot of Airbnb ourselves, so we want to have like we know the difference between the good ones and the bad ones, and we want to have like a good one. And so we had to put in a good amount of money, man. Like
Yeah.
just yesterday, right? I bought two ceiling fans, three ceiling fans, and cups, silverware,
Mm.
plates, curing machine, spice rack, all shampoos, all this shit. Dude, I spent close to $1,500
Oh yeah.
on just
Easy.
that stuff.
Yeah. And that's like 2%, right? I
Yes.
know, and then those are some of the costs that I hear that the Airbnb guys are saying like it's you got to be really careful and know like after you've done a couple, you'll see but still, dude, 1,500 is actually not that bad for all that you had just said. But I know that that's a lot of money. I
It's a
mean, you could
lot, man.
easily spend 30 grand,
Oh yeah.
easily
Yeah.
spend 30 grand
Easily.
to furnish it because now
I
you
mean, we
even
got
talked
lucky on
about
the furniture. We spent like
the
just
furniture.
under 7 grand because we found a guy in
That's great.
Phoenix moving all his shit. He sold his whole house. We got it
Dude,
all for
that's
like
great.
just under 7 grand, like washer, dryer, free. I mean, literally
Wow.
everything. Outdoor
Dude,
furniture,
good job.
dining room. That was all my
Whoa.
wife. That was all my wife. So we
Dude.
got lucky
Yeah.
because this could have
Yeah.
been
Yeah, but you
40,
were
50.
looking, right? She was
Yeah,
looking. That didn't
she
come
was
if
looking.
no one was looking.
But I think the good news is we're finally done spending like big stuff
Okay.
on that
Yeah. Now it's
property.
the smaller
Start
stuff.
generating
Yeah.
the income. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Napkins.
replenishing the K cups and replenishing
Yeah.
but you put that in the fee. The Airbnb gives you like different rooms for fees and like cleaning fees one,
Right.
management fee. There's a lot of fees Airbnb sticks in
Yeah.
there. They get their cut, but
Yes,
you
they
get
do.
your share as well. So
Yeah.
uh
And I know some people
we'll
that
do
they make money on. I know a lot of people that like the cleaning fee. Like they'll
yeah.
say it's like $300, but they're actually paying like $125 or whatever
Yeah.
for the clean.
Yeah.
So you could do, now these are guys that they already built up reviews. They have a good, they're the
Yep.
super host or whatever.
Super
But it's
host.
like then if you have a couple of them, I think that's the game to play. Is like, okay, they're making a little money on here. They're
Yeah.
making money on that.
Yeah, there's an
Um,
arbitrage because our cleaning fee will be like
yeah,
300, but we found
yeah,
someone who's gonna clean for 150. But we
exactly,
have to buy
exactly.
the stuff. So we bought the mop,
That's
we bought
fine.
the
Yeah,
cleaning stuff. So that's where that arbitrage
yeah.
lies. But I think we'll do all right. I think if I rent it out half of the month, uh, it'll break even. So if I go a little bit over half
Dude,
of the month,
that's great.
we're in the positive territory. So it'll be a good experiment.
And
Now that I'm a professional real estate investor on the record.
you are,
Yes.
and I have to say you're doing very good for a professional.
Thank you.
This is
Chris, do you
yeah.
concur? I
Sir,
needed it in your statement as a
I mean,
professional.
to the IRS,
say
Dan
it
is a
slower.
professional real estate person.
Yep.
Professional.
Dude,
Oh, that's good.
I've been logging it all in my tick tick. It's this uh-huh. Yeah, tick tick.
What is this? I kind of want to be a part of that. What's the tick tick?
Tick tick. So not a dick pic, but a tick tick. It's a list, and I could
Is this after
scan my
hours?
receipt. This is before lunch.
Oh,
But
that's funny.
yeah, I could scan my receipts in my to-do list. It's basically a log for my accountant, but
Oh,
also it's
cool.
audit proof. Like, you want to see my work? Here it is. Here's access to my tick tick. You can look at my dick pics while you're at it.
You have dick
Oh,
pics.
that's
So we'll have to
funny.
clip this and put it on the guru.
Do I
Yeah,
have
please
dick
do.
pics? Not anymore. How about that?
Thank God.
I
Not
think
all
I
this
don't have
before
any more.
noon. Oh,
Yeah.
this is too
Not on
funny.
this phone.
Oh, not
Not this
anymore.
No, not on this phone.
Oh,
That's an answer. When was the last one I said?
I can honestly say I've never taken a dick pic. No, that's not true. That
You
is
haven't
not
lived.
true.
You haven't
That
lived.
is not true. When I was in 7th grade, I took one.
Oh man.
How
a
the
camera.
fuck are you taking
What-
it? That with
what'd
those
you do?
with those
This was in
moving?
It was a-
1947.
It was
Charlie
with a
Chaplin.
Polaroid. It was
motion-
with my first Polaroid. Do you remember them Polaroid cameras where it printed it out?
Nah, but you had
Chris,
that
you're
Charlie
killing me.
Chaplin one where you're going
Oh,
like this.
Chris,
or your dick, like
we're gonna start praying for you.
Yeah, that was a bit before my time.
Oh,
wow.
Polaroid.
So you maybe
Oh, that,
pioneered the dick.
Chris
You're
took it
you're
and
only
he's
5
taking
years
it.
younger than me,
He's
so
taking it in his hand and he's going
5
like
years.
this.
How the fuck am I 5 years younger than you?
okay, 10.
Wow.
Oh man. What a way to
Unreal.
start.
And that's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed the show.
So getting back on track.
Airbnb costs a lot,
Yeah,
but
okay.
I think under the right circumstances, it makes sense. And this is not my first property. I wouldn't do it
sure.
on my first, but I did want to
No.
do it on my Anaheim one, but they wouldn't allow it. The HOA
Oh,
wouldn't
the
allow it.
HOA.
Because I think that one would have
Could
made
you
bank.
build? Could you also do an 80? I wouldn't do it now, but maybe in a couple years, build an ADU on. Like, let's say you are busy a third or half the month, and like you're.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
want to like, dude, maybe build like a studio, like an ADU
On
in the
the
backyard.
yard of one of them? Yeah.
Because don't
probably.
you have a big backyard, or did you already build a pool?
We're gonna put a pool, but in the other yard where I'm
Why
living
not put a
now,
pool in your yard?
not enough space. No, we already did like shit. But there's a space on
Okay.
the side of the house I live now for like a ADU, like a 1-bedroom kitchen and a bathroom. There is space, and we were thinking of doing that, like when we move back to
Got it.
do that, and then have a tenant in the main house, have them manage both Airbnbs for a fee or something or a discount, and yeah, that's the plan.
Okay.
We'll see how it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, no, but I mean, yeah, good for you. What do you think you're gonna spend if you had to guess on furnishing everything? And it sounds like you guys have been scrappy with like
Yeah, we've been.
putting it together
Yeah.
from it being completely vacant to
Yeah.
you having all this stuff in there. What do you think you'll? And it's a big house because this is how many square feet?
2,500.
Yeah, and it's 4-bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you think you are paying to furnish it, everything, so you can Airbnb it?
We paid about 12,000. Well, if you include the gate, 13, just under 15 grand, not counting a pool or a landscaping. But that's next. But 15 grand to furnish everything.
That's
Put
not
like
bad.
a RV gate. Yeah, no, it's not bad.
That's not
It's not
bad.
bad.
Okay. Do you think you'll need to spend any more, like big stuff, before a tenant? Before. Okay.
No. It's almost ready to go.
Wow.
We will spend big next year on a pool because I think for the summer that'll help keep
Got it.
the vacancy high, and we want to use a pool too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the next big expense, and I think I can get that done for like 40 to 45.
Wow. Okay.
But then you know how wives are; she's gonna want more landscape.
No,
all
I
this
don't.
shit, you know, that's gonna be like 60 grand. But that's for next year to worry about. That's shout out to Jessica King.
You
Bless
know.
your soul.
Yeah. If she. Yeah.
She replied. No,
I
I have a Zoom with her next week. She did a very good job on my taxes. She cleaned up
good.
well. How do they say? She
Good.
cleans up
She
well.
finally responded to me. I'm not done yet, but
Yeah.
oh boy. Chris, how is your new rental going?
So, I have a can't think of what it's called. Guy that handles it for me, right?
Property manager or a
A
renter?
property manager. Thank you. Yeah,
Oh.
dick pic. That's exactly what I was going to
Tick tick.
So yeah, property manager who I've never used before.
How is she or he?
I don't know. I was kind of pissed off at him the other day.
Uh-oh.
So finally got access
Joey
to the
dabbles in property management too.
portal where all expenses, liabilities, assets, whatever is posted there. And I went through it because this is 3 months in now.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, look at all this stupid fees that I'm getting charged, right? Like he charged $111 to replace the batteries in the garage door openers, right?
Oh wow.
And then and then a week later charged another 125 to replace the remotes for the garage door.
What the
Garage door
fuck,
opener.
bro?
Yeah, so the total
Yeah,
charges
I'd be mad at that too, by the way.
Was this your realtor? The same person?
no.
So why didn't
So
you ask your realtor to manage it on the side? Like just
yeah, I already asked him because he's really honest. I really like him too, and he said,
Yeah.
"Dude, I'm just not comfortable doing that."
Oh, really?
Yeah. So anyhow, this guy.
Wow.
So, but thinking about it now, I mean, what do you expect, right? He's just calling people to do this, right? And then
But
he
changing
doesn't.
the battery. I mean, fucking tell the owner to buy the battery and you'll deduct it from the rent.
Yes, and I told him that. I said, "Listen, no more expenditures because in the contract it says he will deal with anything under 300 for me, any expense under 300." So I just told him from now on,
No. Find a new one, Chris. Like,
Yeah, I would fire
Well-
that dude.
because while somebody's there, you look at the remote. Like find a new one.
Yeah.
That
Well-
Find a new
that
one.
based on what you just told me again, I don't. You know way more about it, but that dude, f that stuff.
That's
F
not
that.
trustworthy.
Sure, it ticked me off to say the least.
As it
Tick,
should,
tick.
man. That's boiling. That's boiling my skin, bro.
But I told him, listen, just no more. There is no more charges of any sort unless you clear them with me first. So we'll see how that goes.
Good. Yeah. Well, it's like, and I hear that it's like these guys know how, because how much how much percent is he charging?
It's 8% of the rent.
Okay.
So it works out to about one mortgage payment a year.
Okay.
Or not one mortgage, one rental payment a year. And all of the expenses, because what he said, because I talked to him on Sunday when I saw all of this, and he said that, it just wasn't rent worthy. I apologize, but all these things had to be taken care of. All these little fees added up to almost $3,000.
What?
And, yeah. All these little things that had to be taken care of. So I was like, well, I don't know who to be pissed off at, either the inspector or this dude, right? So I need to call the agent and tell him what's going on and see what he happens to think, right? Because he's the one obviously recommended the inspector, because how does the inspector miss all this little bullshit? They should use the garage door
who's
openers and open it.
I mean, yeah, no, the property,
Well-
honestly, it's the property manager. Like that's,
Yeah, that's who I'm leaning
not,
towards.
first of all, not everything needs to be fully, replaced. Like, does a garage door need to go up and down? Yes, it definitely does. But it's like
Sure.
honestly, it sounds like he's strategically doing this so that it's always a truck fee. It's like if you're already there changing out the batteries for which is like, dude, that's 100, and then it's 100 for the dang, man, like, come on.
Sure.
Yeah.
But it sounds like that'll be maybe give him another month or so. But
Oh no, I'm gonna talk to him again because I haven't yet reviewed it. I haven't had a chance, but he sent yesterday an explanation on why all of these things occurred, like a detailed explanation. I haven't read it yet. Whatever it says, regardless, I'm gonna call him after and have a conversation and just let him know. Listen, if there's any more of this bullshit, we're done.
yeah,
Wow.
it sounds like, because unfortunately, a lot of people won't call him on their BS. So that's
Yeah.
why now he's like, oh shoot, he's going to be on it. So it might be a little bit but that's how they.
I
make
don't know. I would be
their
worried
money.
about him being passive aggressive if you go that route. I would just
Mm,
fire him. That shows me he's like full of shit.
Yeah.
Find someone else. Find a younger realtor that doesn't have that much work, like somebody scrappy. There's a bunch of like.
And maybe your realtor might know of somebody else that you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, ask your
Um,
realtor. Like, hey, do you know any assistants?
Go through the
or-
expenses again, and just I mean, you're really good at. Hey, is this probable that it's like if it's not lining up,
It's
it's
fucking
like,
crazy,
dude,
bro.
yeah,
I've had
you know,
I've had property managers. Joey's mine for Anaheim. He doesn't really do it, but he's like really reasonable. Like this, it's like a kind of like a buddy deal. So maybe it's a bad
exactly, yeah,
comparison. But I had a real one in Yuma. She never charged me like that kind of shit, nickel and dime like
good,
that. Never.
yeah, yeah. And the good thing is, I'm glad that you discovered it now.
Oh yeah.
So
Well,
just be
and
cautious.
Yeah.
so the concern is, I get that these things could need to be done. It's just the fact of what's being charged to do them is ridiculous, right?
And how? Yeah, two different fees for
Right.
that are
And
150. Dude,
and generally, you're going to say to somebody, "We'll go buy some batteries and we'll credit you on rent." I would think, right? That's what I would do if I
Right.
were handling
Yeah.
it myself.
Yeah. Or
Yes.
how about I Venmo you
Yes.
what it costs? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
simple shit, you know?
Like when I first moved to California, I rented a house for a year. The dishwasher had to be fixed. He said, "Can you just pay for it and then I'll deduct it from your rent?" And I said, "Yeah, not a problem."
Dude, that's great.
but
Because the benefit of that is, like Alfred would do that, Dan.
Yeah.
Is that then the tenant can schedule it, and
Right.
if it's a reasonable tenant. Now sometimes
We
you
have a
don't want
superstar
that.
tenant in our
We do, yes. Sometimes you don't want that because the AC broke. Oh, I replaced the AC.
Right.
Like
Right.
but for
No,
like
it was
little.
replaced the dishwasher because
Oh, I see. Okay.
and he just said, "Can you buy one? Just don't go over like $500." And I was like, "Yeah, not a
Dude,
problem."
perfect. Yeah, yeah. See, that's a win-win for both of you.
Yeah.
But okay, Chris, when are you gonna buy the next one, or what would you buy another single-family home based on what
Well,
you know now?
so still, I finally got grudging clearance from Julie. I don't know why I say Judy. It's like the third
Who's
time
Judy,
Ju-
Chris?
Judy's your work wife.
Speaking of dick pics.
Yeah, great. Let's keep that from Judy.
She's the
So
work wife. She's one of 3 work wives that Chris
yes,
has.
Oh,
deals
that's
with.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Julie begrudgingly said, "Whenever you're ready to move, we can move." Right.
What?
So yeah. So
Oh,
Where the
really?
heck are you going?
yeah. So Dan and I are selling our business, the building in San Bernardino. That
Yeah,
you've
we're
been
Oh, I
to,
thought
selling
you
our
Joey.
guys
building.
already did.
No,
No, it's in the works.
It's should be done before the turn of the year.
Yeah.
To the doctor, correct?
To the
Yeah.
doc.
We
Yeah.
already sold half to him. We're selling the other half to him. It's
Oh,
going to
I
be
see.
entirely his building.
Got it. Okay.
So from that,
Because you guys want to be fully done out of that site.
yes.
Okay.
There's only negatives involved with that site at this point, holding on
see.
to it for us.
Okay.
Um,
So they just wash your hands, be done.
Yeah. The expenses are going to outweigh any revenue created.
And he wants to buy you out of the building.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because he has the building's
He has a
worth,
practice there.
and the building's worth more than he's gonna pay. But that's because he's been paying.
Maybe, especially
Yeah.
if there's this commercial crash that I've been hearing
see.
about for 3
Well,
years.
so far
Are
there's
you guys
not.
making
I mean,
money
we
on
can't-
that?
Yeah, we'll make money on the sale.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
Yeah, we bought
with-
early, man. We bought that in 2013 or some shit like that.
So we bought it for $5. We put 50 into it, so we're into it for like $550. We're selling it to him for $8.25.
But he's
Okay.
been paying half of our mortgage for like 3 years, right? Or more.
No, he's been
like
paying
5
the
years.
entirety of the mortgage.
For 5 years or 3 years or something like that.
2021.
So like the last 4 years, he's been paying the whole mortgage.
Right. That's to buy the first half.
Like his
So-
down payment. It's like
Right.
elongated down payment.
So now he's
Okay.
going to get a loan to buy it out.
Uh-huh.
Got it. Okay.
So we'll
We
walk away
deferred
with it.
risk a little, like deferred some risk, and then get a slightly less. It's hard to evaluate commercial.
Sure. Yeah.
Slightly less market price than probably what it's
But we
worth.
need
Although
no,
Chris says maybe not, but I don't know.
but in the long run, at worst case, we're probably breaking around even because we'll need no agents. We have to pay no fees.
Right.
It's just a matter of getting the legal documents taken care of.
Yeah.
Which we can just hire Joe Schmo to do that.
Yeah.
Right. So worst case, we're going to pay like 1% in closing costs, I would assume.
Yep.
And
For like escrow title and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And paying a fee for everyone to deal with this, right? To overlook the legal documents and such. So we should walk away with a fair chunk of change. And to answer your question, I intend to probably buy another building, another rental property in not commercial, sorry, wrong term.
Yeah. Yep.
Another rental property in Boise, and maybe I'm back to selling my house in California and moving to Idaho.
Well, that's where
so
Joey comes in.
buy 2 properties in Idaho.
Okay. So one rental and then
Yeah,
basically a primary.
I'm thinking buy a rental cash and then a primary
Interesting.
with the down payment.
Okay.
Because you get a lower rate on your personal property opposed to.
That is right.
So pay cash and plus the rental would be cheaper than my primary.
Okay. Why not buy? So that's a good strategy. What about buying 2 rentals, putting 50% down?
Nah, because I want to be cash positive. I'm not cash positive on this current rental I have up there.
Roger that.
I'm losing about 500 a month. So if I were to buy another rental cash, right, I should be very positive on the 2.
Yeah.
How long until you feel comfortable classifying yourself as a professional investor? Because there's a lot of benefits that go into it.
Sure, I would if I did this, right?
I'd say so, Chris. Yeah.
I would have 2.
I would say it'd be worth more. Like that's the hidden value unlock from doing,
certainly
pulling the trigger.
And I would have 2 rental properties, and I would be there to manage them myself, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but even if you intend to buy 1 a year, bam. I mean,
sure.
You know what
That's
I'm saying?
a lot. I know 1 a year was our initial plan. We get into that later, but
we will get into that. I truly believe we will be catching up. At least I will be. We definitely will be. So, it's just sometimes it can be a little bit tricky when rates go skyrocketing. If we were at like 5% or 4.5%, I truly believe we probably would have kept going. But I will be making that up.
The other aspect of that is if you want to get the best rate possible, you have to put at least 25% down as an investment property. So that kind of makes it difficult to deal with the cost of housing.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got to come up with the cash, right?
Yeah.
Unless
I'm glad we bought when we did.
You can do a second home or like a vacation home or whatever. Or you can just say it's your primary, although we don't recommend doing that on this channel. But people do it.
There's a politician that may go to jail for it here soon.
Our president, number 45 and 47.
No, I forget her name, but
because he did that too.
He didn't do that.
Yeah, he did.
Declared an investment property as his primary.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. I don't think so.
Well, newsflash.
Well, he is.
No, he did.
Bring
it up.
I'll look for it right now.
What's his house called in
Florida?
What
he got charged for, Dan, was he overvalued a property. He did not get charged.
Who doesn't overvalue your property if you could?
Right.
Anybody that does a cash out refinance, you're trying.
And
to
if you outsource that to like accountants and shit, like. They let them do what they want.
The bank agreed. The bank does their third-party appraisal. They agreed with the dang value. So it's like, who lost? Of course, this is what the liberals do. They bark at anything that could potentially make the other opponent look bad. I guess both sides do that, but this was completely, I mean, just like nobody lost money. The bank agreed with the value. You know, who doesn't shine a light on something that you're trying to increase in value to pull money out? But his house in Florida is it's a membership and is a business thing. So
Yeah, yeah.
technically, it is income producing. Um, what's his house called? I'm blanking on the name.
Mar-a-Lago.
Thank you, Mar-a-Lago. So they have memberships to be a part of the whatever, and then isn't there like a spa or something there?
Yeah, they have it's a full-on resort and all that. I mean, we
Yeah.
don't need to get into Trump on this one.
So
but,
Are
real
you
quick
sure?
though, there's 3 politicians that are being investigated for mortgage fraud right now, and one of them is for sure going to be charged.
Are they all
Whoa!
Yeah, they're all Democrats.
No way.
Democrats? Wow.
Adam Schiff, the California senator, is under investigation by a grand jury in Maryland for allegedly claiming 2 homes in California and Maryland as all primary residence for over a decade.
Wow.
Lisa Cook, a governor on the Federal Reserve Board,
Hey,
is being
let her
investigated
cook. Let her
over
cook.
the allegations that she falsely listed multiple properties as primary residence. Letitia James, the New York Attorney General, is also facing a DOJ investigation over
Oof.
mortgage fraud allegations.
Karma's a bitch. That's the one that had it in for Trump. Huh?
Yes, she's specifically the one that said, "I will get Trump," and
That's
she has 3 houses all listed as
Of
primary
course.
residence.
Of course, she has 3 houses.
So she's also being investigated. They're all going to get charged.
3 for primary.
Wow.
That's pretty ballsy for someone that doesn't have balls.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know.
Well, Adam Schiff has 4 houses he's claiming as primary residence.
See,
Dude, that's legit.
That's wild. I mean, I've done like the
But still,
one
so he has
and then
4,
a second,
he has 4
and
houses,
then I alternate. But to
bitches
have 4
about
at once,
capitalism. That's
4 at
crazy.
once is nuts, man.
Yeah, but
Nuts.
listen to this. He has 4 houses, but bitches about capitalism and how the system is screwed up. Like
Yep.
you have 4 houses.
Yep.
Like screw you.
Wait, so what's the so Joey? I don't know. You're not an attorney, but
Oh, for sure I am. No, I'm not. I am not.
you just
I
play
forgot
one on
this is
YouTube,
recorded.
maybe. Let's say you buy a house, right? Like
Uh-huh.
my house in Anaheim, actually, perfect example. That was my primary for years, right? I refinanced it. I got a super low rate when I was living in it. I moved a year later to a new primary. I don't have to notify my old bank that that's not my primary anymore, right?
No.
Because
Okay.
it was you can prove it was your primary while you lived in it.
Okay.
Yes,
So these
but
people are just doing
taxes.
fraud then. These guys are just doing fraud.
Taxes.
Yeah, they're doing
Taxes is
straight fraud.
different.
They're lying on their applications that this is going to be my primary resident, and they
Okay.
never live in it.
They
That's
could have
just
done
straight
one
fraud.
of 2 things. That is one of them. They could have bought a house for rent, but said that they're going to live there and have cheaper rate, cheaper down payment.
Okay.
Or I wonder if it's something with taxes, maybe on their taxes they claimed it as
Well, if you lie to the
everything's a
IRS,
primary, you
yeah.
know. So there could have been a couple things there, but technically, I mean I know people.
Just call me old-fashioned, but I'm from the school where you only have one primary. Like that's the only possibility.
You actually can have more than one because of
because the other ones are
but
second
you cannot
homes,
be-
you
right?
can have a second home. I think you
Second
can
home,
have actually
second
more
home.
than a
Sure,
yes.
but you can't be collecting revenue from it.
For the most part, that's correct. For the most part, that's correct. Yeah.
Unless it's family that lives
Because
there.
I believe I have seen, now I don't know if this is legal, but I have seen people have a second home and also Airbnb it when they're not there. So I do not know the rules on this, but I do, maybe they can't claim that as a primary. Maybe that's the rule, and maybe you can only have one primary, but your second home is not a primary. It's that there must be some.
It's a vacation home.
Maybe it's a vacation home in the eyes of taxes, but for the bank's eyes, maybe they still give you a better rate than an investment property or something. But anyways, that's that is hilarious. But okay, so Chris, that's what you're thinking. I don't think that's a bad way to go.
It's not a bad strategy.
I mean, I might try to do 2, but
I've kicked that around. I'm just more comfortable
and that's fine.
being
That's
positive
fine.
cash flow.
Yeah, I mean, you don't think you'll make any money at 50% down?
Break even.
Okay.
The
So I
prices
get
are
that. Okay.
so high right now, right? You figure $600,000 for a rental property,
Mm,
of which you can collect at best $3,000 a month in rent, right?
mhm.
What's your mortgage on 300,000? It's close to $3,000 a month.
With everything, yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
just the way it is.
Well, do you
Unfortunately,
need a property manager anymore? Because like, would your
if
son
I
move down there with you?
if I live there, no, I don't need a property manager.
Okay, because yeah, I wonder if you or a kid, could maybe tag team it. Because if you're down there,
Yeah.
all you need is a hand. Like, if you have two or three, get a
Mhm.
handyman.
Mhm.
And in most of the like I have like for Dan, because I do property management for Dan, and then there's 5 others here in Orange County, and then I also property manage though mine in Texas.
Mhm.
Um, but I grew up in a contractor's home. So I have a little bit of understanding. My dad's a contractor, kind of a small contractor,
Joey's
handyman.
definitely a handyman, and so is Chris. So is Chris, for that
Yeah,
matter.
but so I know how to communicate to handymen is
Mhm.
all I'm saying. And so like I'll like even when the tenant calls me, oh Joey, this is what's going on. Like even a couple of yours, and I'll try to troubleshoot over the phone to make
Sure.
sure, hey, is this what is claiming that's happening? Not to be a dick, but I'm like, hey, this could fix it right away, or like this would be the fastest if you work with me for a second. Um, and then but having 2 or 3 handymen to where you could call, then you probably
Mhm.
could do it yourself, is all, long story short. But um yeah, I mean, it's not a bad idea to put 100% down. You'll be cash flowing. Your cash on cash return would be less because you're not utilizing financing.
It's only
It's
slightly
more
less. It's only slightly less though.
mm,
Right now, because of what you're paying in interest, it's only slightly less.
that is true. That is true. Yes, that is true. But
Now, if
um,
we could get 4% again, no, it would be stupid.
That might come soon,
you're
though.
right. You you're right about the cash on cash return is close
There's calculators
between
you can use, and I've ran it in 2 of them. It's less than 1%.
mm, I might have to I have one. And I would look at that. Yeah. I would think it would be. I don't know it to be a fact, but I would think it would be a little bit. Yeah, but
More.
whatever. But no, as long as you buy, I mean, I think the right answer is buy something.
Mhm.
But and I think what you're doing is super smart. You're floating this money because you would probably do a 1031 exchange with
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
But or like, would you buy a duplex out there? Because that's
There's 2 of them for sale there right now
how
that I've
much,
looked at. They're both around 600. Uh,
dude. That's a great.
Stop
Don't
putting
buy a
more
dump.
cars on shit.
Don't buy a dump. But if it's a fairly nice, to where it's not going to cost you a crap ton of money to get it up to speed, but if
right.
it's a decent location and you can make it pretty nice, like a 2 or 3 bed 2 townhome,
Mhm.
2 of those, dude, yeah, because now
Like
now you just got two.
you can put a shipping container house like in a yard, right? And you don't need I mean, check
The
with your
ci-
zoning,
you have
but
to
you don't
check
need
the
like a
city.
permit.
I think you
Generally,
do.
like if they're not permanent structure. So the way it is in Yuma, I don't know everywhere else, but
Oh,
Yuma,
okay,
if you can
okay.
move it, you don't need a permit for it. If you
Oh,
can
because
move it.
RV. But I see California,
Yeah.
how they get you is you need a permit to rent it.
Ah, that's
That's how
different. That's
that's how
different. Yeah.
California does it. Because you're right,
That's
because it
the
is
communist
movable.
right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Arizona,
Uh,
Yuma's cool in the sense that like if you can move the
that's
structure,
cool.
you
Yeah,
don't need a permit. If it's a
dude, that's
permanently
great.
attached structure somewhere, you need a permit. It needs to
Yeah,
be away from a fence, like all that stuff.
yeah. Because see, California, you get in 2 places. One is to get utilities to that thing, you
Hmm.
and technical permission to rent it, as an additional unit. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, Chris, yeah, do it, dude. Whether it's just another single family or a fairly nice duplex, You know,
There's
I
this
know.
one.
Uh,
There's
sharing
this one.
something here.
Yeah, pull it up, dude.
Yes.
990. Good grief. You buying an
That's
apartment unit?
that's four doors though.
Oh, it's a fourplex?
Yeah.
Dude, Chris, do it.
Pull the trigger, bro.
You get it? So how? Okay,
You know how
150
many people are
days?
moving to Idaho?
How
Yeah,
how
lots.
how
Oh, the
long has it been?
mega.
So it's 990, and they just did a price drop to what?
Oh, I don't know.
Built in
Oh, it's
2000.
only 10 grand. Okay.
Let's see all
Yeah.
25 photos, man. Don't be
So they're
boring.
2 beds, 2
So it's
baths.
2 bedroom, 4 of them. I assume probably around
Yeah,
1,000 square feet.
That's right. Yeah, just like 950.
Ugh,
Um,
those look outrageous. Okay, we gotta get rid of that carpet. You got
You
work
loved
to
it.
do on this one. You got
You
work
know,
to do, but
it's not horrible, but yeah, I mean,
it's
not
cosmetic
horrible.
stuff. Hopefully, that's like
And I'm trying to see which one is it. Okay, it's that. Yeah, I mean, that's not horrible. Dude, I'd offer him
it's
875.
just
See what
outdated.
happens.
Like some of the stuff's outdated, but otherwise, it's if it's got no other problems. I mean, you could probably negotiate a lower.
I wonder what if you like fresh and clean, not that you have to redo the kitchen or anything, and maybe one day you do that, but I'm curious like what you could rent out each one if you put a lip if you lipsticked it.
But would the idea be that you live in one and rent the others? Because I would.
Oh,
allow-
hell no. Hell
Oh,
no.
okay. Okay.
Julie, you have one. Judy has another one.
Ah,
I like it. I like it. Shout out to Judy.
Oh,
Would
this is
never
too
live
good.
in a place like
Oh,
Idaho.
It's Judy that gets you.
Judy Galindo would never live in a place like Idaho. Shout out to
Way
Judy.
to ruin a good time.
But
Chris, I like
yeah,
what you're doing.
wow.
That's cool. So, dude, that's crazy about Julie. Dude,
Yeah.
about that she's all right, let's, you know.
she's tired of me complaining like twice a week.
Yeah, you
I
can
see.
honestly, man.
Now watch, Chris is
complaining
gonna
way
start
too
talking
much.
about the benefits of California.
Yeah, once he moves, he's gonna be like, "Fuck
The
Idaho."
weather, I mean, the weather you can't beat. That's
Yeah,
it, in my
period.
opinion.
Yeah. Weather
Mm.
and the beauty. Like like
It's
the
very
beaches,
pretty up. It's very pretty up there too.
If you ignore the
Yeah.
homeless,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the garbage and the graffiti and the barbed
Yeah.
wire.
I mean, South Orange County is still good, right? And it's still
It's not
keeps that-
perfect, but it's
yeah.
keeping me here. Is to answer your question, yeah.
I did see more homeless people in Laguna Niguel recently. I saw
Oh,
you used
really?
to never see homeless people in Laguna
Mm.
Niguel.
Mhm.
But I guess that's always been a thing in California is the homeless
Yeah.
problems. I mean,
Well, I
that's
mean,
not
it's
going away.
dramatically increased, so I guess eventually it's gonna continue popping out to the suburbs. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. Because like, where else are they gonna go? Right.
right.
Which is that's a whole nother podcast. It's just like, how do you fix that? I mean, first of all, don't ask Gavin Newsom.
Well,
because
Gavin's reminds me a
he
lot of
don't know.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
Um,
That Gavin Newsom reminds me a lot of Lyndon B. Johnson. If you guys, I know Chris is reading the book, but dude, that guy LBJ said whatever he needed to say. He was Republican around his business partner friends. He was Democrat to the people, and then he would just flip flop all the time. It seems like Gavin's doing similar things, like jumping on all
And
these
Hillary.
podcasts.
yeah.
Well, Gavin jumps on all these podcasts and now acts like a moderate on the
He
podcast.
definitely does.
But when he was
definitely
like, let's just
yeah.
ignore what he was doing during the woke years. When I signed a petition to get rid of him a few times when I was there. But he reminds me of someone who does whatever it takes and has no real values of his own.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
just
He'll
to
say
get
whatever
power.
he needs to say to climb the ladder.
Just to get power. Yeah. Which, you don't know what his actual stances are. He's probably a moderate person in reality.
I don't know. I bet he's flaming liberal.
Nah. I think he portrays that. I don't think he is. If you look at where he lives, it's a very red neighborhood. Like there's no way he's just chilling there
Northern
if he
California.
really believes it.
Or
Look
San
at the
Francisco
community he
red?
actually lives. He does not live in San Francisco. He lives in the suburbs, in the near Santa Clara somewhere. Like it's like Santa Margarita, where he lives. There's no way you're just chilling there with your neighbors if you're not actually like at least a moderate. I'm telling you, this dude just
I don't
does
know.
what
Why
needs
then? Why
to
would
be.
you like be for raising taxes, taxing
Gavin
the
Newsom.
wealthy, more regulation? I mean, all
Because
that crazy
because
left.
that gets him in power.
The tranny stuff,
That gets him
passing
in
tranny
power.
stuff. But yeah, but he's already in power, and he's
No,
passing
he wants
tranny and
more
gay stuff.
power. He wants more.
Okay, well,
He wants more.
I've never heard that. I mean, I do agree that he'll say whatever he needs to say to climb the ladder, but I would have thought that at least by now he would have calmed down a little bit or showed some sort of Republican side to him. I mean, yeah, I guess someone could make that argument because it's like if you are Republican but want to be in office in California, there's no
All right,
reason
here we
why
go.
you'd.
This is where he lives. He's got a $9.1 million home off of
Oh, and how much does he make?
Yeah,
A
exactly.
100 and something. Got it. Yeah.
Okay. Where's this? Kentfield, Marin County. Politically has been historically conservative, with most of its residents voting for Republican candidates at both state and federal. In recent years, however, it's slightly shifted towards more progressive. He's not in a flaming liberal area.
I'm
And
surprised.
so there's no way he's chilling in that community without having moderate values, right? You can tell where someone lives based on how they are. Like, look at AOC. She's really about that life. She lives in the Bronx. Like, she's about that life. I don't agree with her, but I respect her for being true to who she is. Gavin Newsom is not true to what he says. He's
I
completely
do agree
different.
with that. But
That's
I would
all I'm
never
saying.
make
Those
the
kind of
argument.
people, you got to watch out for. Those
I
kind of
completely
people,
agree.
just like people
But
who
I would
hate
never
Trump.
make an argument that he is more he's more the other way than what he perceives himself to be.
He's much
I
more
would think that he's
conservative
probably
than what he
more
perceives.
crazy.
No. There's no way he wouldn't live in that place. He'd be kicked out of
Yeah,
there.
but you don't. I don't know. I don't necessarily think so. You don't only
In
live
your
in
block,
a city.
could you be a flaming liberal on your block?
Yes. I
Oh.
have flaming liberal. Yeah. You don't only live in a city.
I stand corrected. then,
You can't
but
anywhere in California, Dan.
I don't know,
It's kind of
man.
to be expected.
Nah.
There definitely
On your
are
block, Chris,
conservative.
you can't be a flaming liberal on your block.
Sure. I have two neighbors directly across the street. I'm like in the middle of the two of
You know what?
them.
Go knock on their door.
One of them is more conservative than me. The
Have
other
you heard
one,
of Tick Tick?
very,
Yeah, have you heard of
very
Tick Tick?
leftist. And they used to be good friends, like hang out every day together. They haven't talked in 6 months because they finally got into it over politics.
Nice. Love it. MAGA. But you don't only live in a city just because of the views. That's a
I'm
factor,
telling you,
for
man.
sure.
I'm
But
just.
I would never
I'm
make the
telling
argument Gavin
you.
is more the other way than what he perceives. No, I think it's the other way. He's more left
No.
than what.
I would
Yeah.
put money. If there was a way to prove this, I would put all my net worth on this.
He's
The
more
dude
of
is more
a
moderate.
liberal.
No, he's more
He's
moderate
more of a
than what he
liberal
portrays.
elitist. He's more
Hell
of a
no.
liberal elitist.
Well, yeah, he's
than
an elitist, but the elitists are more moderate in their
liberal.
personal views. That's what I'm saying. Like
No, I don't
Soros
think
and them,
so.
they use the
No.
stock market to make money. That is inherently a Republican mechanism.
No,
like,
no,
to
no,
create
that's
wealth.
cronyism. That's cronyism.
So
That's not
let
republicanism.
me slide in
Maybe.
here real quick.
Slide in these DMs.
What Dan's saying and
Get
what
the
you
Polaroid.
said, you're both right. You're both right.
Ah,
So
thank you.
Joey,
Dan would say this.
Switzerland,
Yeah, you're
fucking
right.
Switzerland. here.
Newsom very much is anti personal rights, but he's very pro capitalism. Okay,
Why
that's
would you
what
say that?
because he is right. He's very pro capitalism, but he's anti personal rights.
He's anti-personal rights
well,
on
hold
the
on.
whole, but
How
for
is he
himself and his
pro-capitalism?
friends, he's pro-personal rights.
Even then, it could be argued that's not
What
the
makes
case.
you say that he's pro-capitalism?
Well, one, he touts California's capitalist. You know, they're number 5 in the world in terms of if they were a country and their
Yes,
GDP.
it's always been like that, but yes. okay.
Right. And he's made money being a capitalist, right? Stock market and everything else that he invests in. owns a restaurant. You can't
Yes.
be a
And
socialist
a winery.
and
Right.
wineries and businesses. He owns these things. He has to believe in capitalism to some sort of degree to own these things. But where he's certainly on the left is he's anti-freedom.
Yeah.
Right? He's pro-capitalism,
Dictatorship.
anti-freedom.
Yeah. I mean, I might not venture to say that he's pro-capitalism. I think
Oh,
he's
he is.
pro to make money.
Ah,
Yeah,
he's an
That's
entrepreneur.
capitalism.
Before
You
he was
know?
a mayor, he
No,
was
no,
an
no, no.
entrepreneur.
Capitalism is free marketplace, and people are free to make a choice and to freely move around. That's
Sure.
capitalism.
Sure.
That's not you. I would not describe that as Gavin. I mean,
I'm telling you, Joey, read LBJ's book. It's actually
okay.
volume 1.
I'll
It sounds
read-
boring. It sounds boring. It's not boring.
You had me at BJ.
I'm
But
telling
no,
you, it'll make you look at these things differently. The dude
okay.
will say whatever he needs to say. As soon as the
I do agree with this.
zeitgeist of the U.S. shifts more conservative, he's going to flip his shit. He's going to be now a moderate. Like that's
It won't work for him.
I
That's a
think he
different
will
issue.
do that too, but I just think behind closed door, he's a flaming liberal. He's more
Nah.
liberal than what he's progressing. That would be the argument that I would be making.
No.
And he'll say that's why he's becoming more moderate because he's trying to run for office. I don't think he actually is like that.
This is why I
at all.
respect people like AOC and Bernie, even though I don't
Why?
agree with
Oh,
them.
because they're that.
They're
I
true to
see.
who they actually are.
Yeah.
Like even
What their
Trump's biggest
beliefs are.
critics will say, at
Mhm.
least we know what we're getting with him. You know, he's not like talking out
Yeah.
of his ass. With Gavin, LBJ, people like that, those are the most dangerous.
Hillary. Dude,
Hillary's
Hillary,
yeah.
dude, she
Yeah.
is. I
Well,
think
Hillary's
she's,
got the female thing. It goes against her.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
You gotta, if you want to get away with that, you gotta be a male, and that's maybe speaks to like women equality, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't get away with that as a female.
Okay, so go ahead, go Chris.
I was just going to say he demonstrates on a weekly basis how he's anti-individual rights, right?
Yeah.
Hate speech,
Right.
anti-gun, like
That's
just viciously anti-gun. He's on his desk right now, which I'm almost certain he signs is a Glock ban in the entire state.
Right.
So, which it's not just a Glock; it's any semi-automatic pistol that works as a Glock does.
That's right.
And he hasn't seen a gun law that he doesn't like and doesn't sign.
Right.
So he's very anti-Bill of Rights.
Well, and all this tranny and gay stuff,
the
the little kid
lockdowns,
stuff, not telling the parents. He made it illegal for the teachers to tell the parents about transitioning and gay.
But why though?
In
why
elementary
did he do
school. In elementary
He's
school.
not. You don't see him transitioning his kids like you do these Hollywood celebrities. He's not doing that. He does whatever he needs to do to get the popular opinion on his side.
Yeah, but that's not out of 38 million people in California. That's not popular.
But he's got federal ambition. He doesn't care about California. It's already lost. He's already got that.
That's not popular nationally either, Dan.
Even Democrats don't want that. So that is not popular.
Right. So he's changing his tune.
That's
on that
actually
too.
like probably 5%, or let's just say 15%.
I believe it's
at the time it was thought that was the strategy to go, and once that was proven wrong, if you listen to him now, he flipped his stance on that. On the podcast he was on with I think he was even with Charlie Kirk or one of these.
I saw that, but I don't think he flipped there. He never
sounded
it.
pretty reasonable. He's like, we went a little too far, and like stuff like that. He was backtracking what he was saying.
I didn't hear him say that. He didn't backtrack the tranny stuff in school.
We got to look into it, but he on the vaccine mandates, he backtracked that.
So it's an easy way to summarize Newsom. He has not seen a law that does not give the government more power that he does not like.
Correct. But he's also not willing to flip-flop on his stances when he needs to.
Yeah, I agree with both of those. Yeah. And I do agree. He will say whatever he needs to say.
Yeah.
To
those are the worst
get
kind
the
of
most
people.
consensus.
Those are the most dangerous because the large majority
Yeah,
of the
you
public
don't know
is
where they
stupid.
stand. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they'll cut ties with you in a second.
Yep.
Um, so okay. Maybe we can end at this. If Gavin, we don't have to end at this, but if we need to, if Gavin does get elected 2028, first of all, what about Trump 2028? Do you see what Trump's trolling him with the hats? Every week he sends Gavin a Trump 2028 hat.
I
Make
don't think
America great
Trump's
again.
actually gonna attempt that. I think Trump
He's
likes to
not.
troll people.
I don't think
He
so
does.
either. I find it so entertaining because Gavin's obviously like so
Yeah.
irritated, and rightfully so, right?
Well,
If
Trump's
Gavin was
giving them the
president,
rope to hang themselves because they're getting caught up on the stupid shenanigans that he's not gonna do, and they're missing the real, like, Americans' issues.
right? Well,
You know,
and if you were to summarize the Democratic Party, it's that right there.
yeah.
But
Well,
let's say Gavin,
their Trump hatred blinds them. He got his way with Doge, right? Because they wouldn't allow him to fire the federal employees.
that's
By
right.
shutting the government now down, it gives him the ultimate authority, and he's letting all these federal employees go
Right.
that
Right.
he wanted
So
to
it's like,
fire in the first place.
bye. Yeah.
He's like, well, thank you for shutting it down. Now I have the authority to do this.
That's right. But let's say Gavin does get elected in 2028. What would that do for stocks and real estate? Trying to get us back on track a little bit. Because we should, honestly, I bet I know a lot of Republicans say that Gavin is, but I actually think he's going to be a strong candidate. And we gotta. Now, I do like, if assuming JD Vance runs too, but I don't think that that's going to be an easy JD Vance. I think Gavin's, he's going to come out swinging.
Well, I'll let
So
Chris
what
go
impact? Okay.
I'll let Chris go first.
Well, I don't think Gavin is leading in the polls for the number one. I think Alexandria
Really?
Ocasio-Cortez is by far.
No
Right.
way.
Yeah, by far. I think it's
No
like 10%. If I last poll I saw, I think it was 10% for Newsom and like 38% for AOC.
Dude,
That's
I'm not
of
voting. I'm
Democrats.
not voting for either of them, Joey. But if I had to vote for one of those, it's AOC all day long. Yeah.
Really?
She's
No, I don't. I
true
think
to
I'll vote for
herself.
Newsom.
That's
but
the
you're
safer
gonna,
play.
you're
But
gonna
I'm
get socialism.
but I'd rather go with the devil I know than the one I don't.
I don't think
Like,
so.
at least you know what you're getting.
Socialism.
You're getting a quasi version of socialism. What did that guy from New
No.
York say? I'm a democratic socialist. That's what he said.
Dude,
He still believes in democracy,
you
but
would
they like
vote for
redistribution of
AOC.
wealth.
Holy cow! Okay. All right,
Yeah.
Chris, what are you saying?
AOC is
Yeah,
a stronger candidate.
I'm trying to
Really?
find. I'm
And
trying
less
to
I know
find.
dangerous.
she dances
Less
good.
dangerous. Much less dangerous.
She
than
dances
Gavin.
good, I have to say.
But less dangerous than Gavin. Gavin
Really?
is Gavin's truly corrupt. AOC is debatable. I think that's actually who she is.
No, I think she's very corrupt too.
Yeah. I'm just completely against socialism. I think that's the worst thing that could
Yeah.
happen to America. So
Well, you would
I
vote for
guess I
Gavin.
would-
That's voting for a socialist.
Well,
You
according
may
to
not
No
believe
way.
that, but
in a way, yeah, that's true.
I
he would
can't find.
implement it.
I cannot find any recent polls. The one that had AOC ahead, like 38%. That was back in April. The most recent.
Wow, that's
the mo-
incredible.
The most recent one I can find is from a month ago.
I'm gonna
And it says Gavin Newsom surges as Democratic 2028 frontrunner. So he is in the lead now.
Okay.
By
Like I
how
said, he's
much?
more dangerous.
I'm gonna look it up too. Who?
I'm more afraid of him than AOC.
Well, the article's not real clear. A poll conducted in mid-August Insights had Newsom in second place among potential Democratic candidates with 13% support behind Kamala Harris with 26.
Yeah, Kamala's done.
So, however, okay, interesting. I'm looking at you. So, Gavin, as in August, National Emerson College poll in August, Gavin is leading the Democratic Party with 25% support. However, in a survey, Newsom and tried as the most conservative candidates, with Newsom slightly ahead as the ideal. Okay, so 23% for Newsom, 19% for Kamala. Why on earth? Like, this is what I don't understand about liberals. You guys need to pick Like if I was a liberal, pick a better gosh dang candidate. You
Yeah.
you Hillary Clinton
But who's a good candidate that they
and
have?
but
AOC.
Hillary Clinton and then
Mm.
Kamala Harris and now thinking Kamala Harris again is going to have any fighting chance against anybody.
Where the liberals made a mistake.
That is nuts to me. You guys
Where-
deserve to lose if you keep picking horrible people. I mean,
well,
you guys should pick Newsom.
The liberals
That's what
made
it
the
should be.
mistake. They made the mistake of picking Kamala over either Newsom or Bernie, because Bernie would have beat Trump.
You know, I have had a couple Republican friends tell me that too, which
Yeah.
I'm a little bit flabbergasted that.
And Bernie's way safer than AOC, by the way. He's like,
I would agree with that.
I would vote for him over those other two.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, that's where they messed up.
Okay. So if Gavin wins, what happens for the next 4 years from 2028 to 2032 for
Well,
real
I
estate
think they try to
stocks?
rescind the Genius Act. So crypto tanks. I think
Oh,
stocks
okay.
tank. I think he brings back in that czar that blocked all the mergers and acquisitions for the to prevent monopolies. That caused the decline in the startup environment of which is all reversed under Trump. I think rates go up, skyrocket, and I think you have a high inflationary, low GDP producing environment, like the worst of everything. Open borders. I mean, everything goes back to how it was.
Yeah,
Sure,
but
he's just
probably worse.
yeah.
Worse.
He's just gonna move California to the nation.
Exactly.
And California right now is looking to pass, which it will, the law against AI. I can't remember what it was, but basically it's they're cutting down or holding back AI developers, right? And
Yeah.
all the AI companies are here. They're all going to move, right? So he's just
For sure they will.
He's
Yeah.
he's just killing what makes California really where
Great
they are
again.
today. Yeah, just killing business.
Yep.
Oh man, for sure. Right. Yeah, I mean there is a lot of business here in California still. I mean there's incredibly an incredible amount.
Yeah, but
of
if he puts laws in place that prevent Google from
Yeah.
developing new strategies in AI, and all the other developers, are they going to stay
Yeah.
here? Hell no.
Well, you look at Meta; they just committed, was it 100 billion to some sort of AI something? So it's like, hey, you got these huge, like, dude, for Meta. First of all, that's more money than Meta has for the next 5 years. You know, so
Mhm.
that's like a huge long-term vision. But to make the biggest bet, you don't think they're going to go somewhere where they can actually be free to?
Yep.
So obviously, these big guys in AI, or excuse me, in the tech space, know something bigger about AI than we know, which is they're going to make a crap ton of money, and he's willing to bet the farm on it, and he's betting the farm. 100 billion, that's insane.
hmm
Here, let's look up how much cash does Meta right now.
Well, Meta, even the AI stuff
like-
is going to get toned down.
Yeah, here we go. Okay, according to Meta Q2 earnings release, it had 12 billion in cash. So that's crazy. So that's 12% less than. It's probably because it was over 100. It was like 100 and something billion. So they only, which I mean, obviously they have lines of credit in this or that, but wow, 12 billion in cash. But they're betting on 10 times that, almost 8 times that, just in one, like, AI research and further in development. I mean that's betting the farm, man.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
So that law I was talking about actually got signed 2 days ago by Newsom. The Transparency and Frontier Artificial Intelligence Act, authored
Where
by
it
Senator
limits
Scott.
AI. Okay.
Legislation carefully designed to enhance online safety by installing common sense guardrails
Okay.
on the development of frontier artificial intelligence. It's not to say that those things are not needed, but at the same time, California always overregulates.
Which is exactly what's happening here. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's too late.
they'll
It's
go
too
to
late
Florida.
for all the guardrails, in my opinion.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're all screwed if it boils down to it.
We're all screwed.
Well, that's a big if. I think we have MAGA unless Trump just kind of goes crazy. Like he needs to tone it down in the second 2 years of his term to not piss off the moderates.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh, he still has
But
the moderates. CNN just released a poll the other day, 2 days ago.
yeah,
He still
but-
has them wildly over the
yeah,
Democrats.
and a lot of the stuff is working. So
Well, dude, I think him getting a shot at, Charlie Kirk dying.
yeah,
I honestly, that stuff, even though like I'm 100% like that, probably all is helping the Republicans. You know,
Mhm.
the Republicans aren't shooting people they disagree with. You
Mhm.
know, and then all of the moderates seeing the crazy left people celebrating Charlie Kirk dying. Dude, I bet all that is like, dude, F that. We're not in that camp. You know, I mean, dude, I know a lot of liberals that they do not, celebrating the death of somebody just because of that completely wrong. You know, and same thing. If Gavin Newsom got assassinated, I would not be praising that he died. You know, I mean that's pretty. That's pretty
well,
crazy.
but some MAGA would probably.
For
I mean,
sure
there's
they
always
would.
the fringe crazies.
Exactly. Yes, there are. Yep. Yep. Yeah,
I
but
think
see, we're not shooting them. We're
well,
not
Bitcoin's at
assassinating
all-time
them.
high as we speak right now. It just hit.
No,
Let me
no,
make sure that's
no.
all-time high. Yeah, it just hit all-time
Come
high.
on, fact checkers.
Fact checkers, can we get in on this, please?
Let's see. Freaking Hillary Clinton. The
If
amount
it's
of
not
times
all-time
she said
high,
fact checkers, that I think you're right.
all-time high, yeah, 120,
Oh,
almost
no, it's
121.
not. No, because I think the 52-week high is 124,
Oh, really? Okay.
and it's at 120 right now.
Oh, okay.
So, dude,
Getting close.
I mean, it's getting close.
Alt season coming
So,
up.
so should I buy right now?
Should have bought last month, man. But yes, the answer is yes. Still, I think you're better off just more AAQST right now.
Okay.
That's the
Okay.
stuff no one's really talking about. But
If you want a better, safer, but still a long run they could have would be XRP and Solana, in my
yeah,
opinion.
Solana's running though
Chris,
today.
you got an opinion here about that? There we go.
Solana's running, and this last week Solana's up 17%.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Solana is running.
Penguin's coming up back up too. I'm actually
17% in a week. You're right.
I'm actually broke even on Pengu right now.
Hey-o.
I haven't
go.
checked for about an hour. Let me see if I am. I doubt
Onwards
it.
and upwards.
Onwards and upwards, my man.
No, I'm
Gentlemen?
still 7. How are you even? I'm still 757 down.
No, I just broke even. I'm at my average because I kept buying when it was lower. I'm at 0.031 something. Is my average cost. Dude, I have almost 1 million Pengu. We're gonna have to get out of some of them.
Let the birdies fly.
Let the birds. What are you gonna do? Dips are for dipping, right? And then let the rip. Like let the birds fly. Birds fly south for the win. Let's get
there
this.
We go.
Dips are for dipping. The dip is over. Now it's time to plan your exit from crypto.
No, that's not for another 3 months.
You don't want to round trip it. I'm not doing that again this year. This time.
Yeah, I'm getting out in December.
I'm doing January.
Yeah, maybe I'll reconsider January. It just depends on how certain I'm that I'll buy a house next year. To
Well,
offset.
Joey just convinced
Offset.
you. Jump in. The water's warm on the professional real estate investor side. Me and Joey are it's warm.
It's warm.
Well, just think, Chris. I know Dan shared maybe not right now, but in recent times, how much he's saved in taxes because of it. I mean, dude. So
Sure.
you add that math up every year. I mean, dude, that's what, half the down payment.
Well, not half, but it's substantial.
Well, right. If you put more than 20, bye, Chris. Right. Okay, that's right. So let's say a third. But I think Chris had to go potty.
Chris, did you go potty?
He's looking for that Polaroid. Did I
where is
delete
it, damn
that? Oh, that's funny.
But yeah.
Well, on that note.
On that note, I guess it's a good time to wrap it up. I mean,
I think so.
anything else, Joey? Or
I think rates are going to go down a little bit more before the end of the year. Oh, and there he is.
there he is. He's
Yeah.
The
back.
man.
I was
everybody.
gone for 5 seconds. You left me
Potty
in the
break.
lobby.
Yeah, potty break.
Oh, sorry.
One potty.
I thought you went potty break.
5 seconds. I just
Yeah.
clicked the wrong button.
Would you please stop doing that, Chris?
My bad.
But yeah, we're gonna go. I hear my son crying over there, and he's with the grandmama. Give her a break. But there's 3 elimination baseball games on today.
Let's go.
Back to
Eliminate
back.
back to back.
Tigers, Indians, Padres, Cubs, and then Yankees, Red Sox. So I don't know. I might put a little money on each one and let these Pengus fly.
Let them go. Fly birdies.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, good to see
Like,
It's a pleasure. Always
Let's
is.
make real
subscribe.
estate great again.
Have a good evening.
comment.
The
Share.
the slow roll.
Thank you for watching.
Bye bye.
Peace. Oh, that's
Gavin
funny.
Newsom, 2028.